Hi, how is everybody? I'm back. This is Alethea Thomas. Welcome back to the channel. I have been out of here, checked out for a long time now, and I thought I should go ahead and check back in and see how everybody's doing. I'm actually doing really well. So I'm glad. I've got a cat on me now. Oh my goodness. So lots and lots of things have changed, I think, since the last time. Oh, sorry, they're hitting the they're hitting the camera. Lots and lots of things have changed since the last time I checked in. Oh, there went a cat. I have a couple of cats now, which is pretty funny. I'll show you them in just a minute. Sorry, the camera's moving around a bunch. Things keep moving. And I think the last time I actually checked in was for the book tag for Mid-Year Freakout. That's right. Oh my gosh, that's been a while. I am so sorry I haven't checked in since then, but it's just life's got busy. Pretty much cheerleading has taken over. The kids went back to school last week. They went back to school last week. We're in the last week of autumn right now. We're in the last week of August right now. Getting my times of year and things mixed up and months completely mixed up. Goodness, I think I'm just going to I'm going to set this camera up a little better. Hang on. Okay, that's a little bit better. Sorry about that. I've got animals everywhere. Here, let me show you one kitten I adopted a couple of cats. So this is Duncan. And the other little girl, she is behind us right now. Duncan is a boy. They're both litter mates, so they came from the same litter. He's a fatty. He loves to eat food, and he's just a good all-around boy. They're so sweet. They're good little cats. Kitty, 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 kitty. Oh, come here, kitty, kitty. Come here, little girl. Rufus, off, Rufus. Off, Rufus. I have the most jealous dog ever. And this is Iris. She's just a sweet little girl too, aren't you, Iris? Say hello. She's a calico. She's very pretty. I love her. I love her marking. She's just a sweet baby. Anyway, they're both sweet little kitty cats. And I didn't know that my dog was so jealous up until I brought these cats into the house. So I actually got them several months ago. They're 5 months old now. I got them for my daughter for her birthday, which was last April. And so they're 5 months old now, and they're doing great. They like it here. They love it here. Rufus is just entertained by them constantly, but he wants to play with them, but he's so much bigger than them that I waited many months until I brought them here. Hold on one second. I'm gonna knock something over. No, don't mess with those florals. Yeah, you're gonna knock that vase over, and then it's gonna crash to the ground, and I'm gonna be mad. Gosh. Anyway, they're all over the place. Anyway, yeah. So I got them. They're in the house now. They're chaotic, driving me insane. Like I said, we had cheerleading going on, kids going back to school, so I've just been really busy. I have been super duper busy, but that's been a really good thing actually for me. The busier I am and the more stuff I have to look forward to, it makes dealing with anxiety and problems like that a lot easier for me, because I can not ignore the problem. I can say, okay, yes, I'm having this problem right now, but I have things I have to do. So you're just going to have to either resolve yourself, make yourself worse, or just let me move on, and we can just deal with it. So that's good. Behavioral health stuff's going really well too. I'm doing a lot of journaling. Oh my gosh, I journal every day pretty consistently right now, which is fabulous. I basically just write I brain dump into my journal. I brain dump all of my problems, all of my woes, all of my miseries, and it's mostly just consistent things. I've noticed just the same circular thinking, same same stuff. So I've kind of figured out, all right, well, this is what's going on. What can I do to make that a little bit easier for myself? So that does help a lot. Definitely certain times of the month are easier for me than others. I've noticed that a lot. Definitely. I mean, I knew that for a fact about myself, that I'm very subject to my physical cycle, and all women are, I think. I mean, maybe some women are not as affected by it, but some women really are, and I'm definitely, as I've grown older, especially, I am really affected by my cycle. So I accept that, and I have strategies in place to kind of make that a little bit easier for myself as well. Anyway, so like I said, just checking in really quick here. Chaos everywhere all the time. Oh, journaling, and see, not only have I been journaling a lot, I decided to start doing planning. So I got one of those 6-ring binder planners, the little A5 size. And it is a godsend. I love it. I like writing with it. I like making sure that all of my appointments are written down in it. We do a Google family calendar as well. So I've got Google Calendar in there for my husband and myself, just to kind of keep dates on. But then writing things down for me has been such a game changer. I remember things way more than I used to, and just the act of writing it out is really fun. And then I've also gotten into like little washi tapes and stickers and things like that. I haven't bought a lot. I'm not going to go down this silly rabbit hole of buying tons and tons and tons of this stuff. I'm not going to do it. I've just bought like a few things here and there just to kind of, decorate the little edges of my planner and make it fun and cutesy for me to like look at it every day and think about things and kind of plan out the rest of the day. I also am into not just monthly planning, but also weekly planning. So I take the week, and I'll take my work calendar especially, and then I'll combine my work and my kids' things into that same plan for the week. And it does keep me on top of things. Also, it helps with the to-do, because I kind of write my to-dos also in that weekly, and then I can just check things and cross things off as I go and get them done. And that is definitely a sense of accomplishment for me. Man, these cats. You can see him. He's already getting into trouble. What are you doing, Duncan? So the ladders are out. The fall is out. I've been decorating all over the house. And I don't really want to show too much that I may just kind of throw it in as some B-roll or something for this in between me talking and then going to books. But I've been decorating. I've been trying to get cozy. It is nearing the end of August here. We're at the last week, like I said. So I'm all about fall right now, and I'm ready. I saw a tree as I was driving just the other day, and it's already starting to turn red from like the very tip of it all the way going down. And I'm like, it's here, it's fall. In my book, it's fall. Today is like 97 degrees outside, and we have an excessive heat warning in effect, but I don't care, it's fall. It is fall. I actually may go out to the pool today and float around in the pool for a while before I go get my kids. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, lots of stuff going on here. It's just been so busy. What we'll do after I get done blabbing here is we will go probably to the other room and sit down and talk about books. I've decided I want to do kind of what I'm feeling like reading, a mood reading kind of a thing, if you want to get technical about it, mood reading. I decided I am a mood reader. And so that's what we're going to do. I have a big list of books I want to read in this autumnal season coming up. Some aesthetically and like, what's the term I'm looking for? Not aesthetically, but some aesthetic and like the August sort of mood, the fall mood, the vibes, if you will. I don't like that term so much, but I'll use it for this. So we're going to talk about books that have that that autumnal feel to it, and things that I just want to read for that. That kind of also includes a little bit of horror, but I don't like bloody horror books. I think that I will read a few like kind of dark fantasy sort of books, and I think there was one or two. Cat, what are you doing? Oh, you're on the table over there. I kept hearing this creaking noise and just couldn't handle that. I was like, what is going on? Like suspense novels. I don't think they're thriller novels necessarily. But yeah, there's kind of some spookier stuff in there for the Halloween time. Because, autumn's really a couple of months long. So, yeah. It's a nice long period of time, and we're getting into this time of year where it's going to start getting cold outside, and all I'm going to want to do when I get home is curl up, maybe start a fire in the fireplace, curl up by the fire, and read a book. That's all I'm going to want to do, and drink a lot of tea, because I drink a ton of tea, especially in fall and winter when it's cold outside. Yeah, I mean, I drink tea all year long, but I especially drink it when it's cold outside. So, but yeah, that's all for now. I think I'll throw in some B-roll of kind of my fall decorations so far. I'm not done. We're not even close to being done yet. I still have the outside to decorate. I've got big, like concrete. They're like some kind of big concrete pumpkins. I've got some metal pumpkins. I've got plastic pumpkins. I have so many pumpkins. It's a pumpkin house is what it is. I really want a pumpkin sign, but I haven't committed to one yet. I see them at the store all the time, and I just haven't committed to one yet. One of the things I really want to buy for fall, though, I've been on the hunt. I collect teapots. I've been on the hunt for a pumpkin-shaped teapot that I like. I haven't found one I like yet. There was one that was sold by the At Home company that I thought I would really like, and I went to look at it yesterday, and I didn't like it. It was too small. I mean, it was barely bigger than this mug, and I didn't like the shape. It wasn't the right orange color to me, so I didn't get it. I didn't want it. Which is good for me, because usually I'll look at something and say, oh, this will do, and I'll just buy it. Well, this is something I'm picky about. So I think the one I want, though, is the Ray Dunn pumpkin teapot. It's white. I appreciate the aesthetic look of the Ray Dunn, like just the overall look of them and those collections that they've come out with for years and years now. I don't like the font, though. So what I'll do probably when I get this teapot, and I've seen it at Home Goods at TJ Maxx. I'm hoping I can pick one up there this year. If I can, I'll just order it. I've got a few places I've got a few places online that I can get it from. But I know I saw it at TJ Maxx the last time I was there, so I'm thinking I can go pick it up from there. What I'll do is just turn it around so I don't have to look at the lettering on it. Or, I don't know if anyone's done this before, try to paint over it. I don't know how well that will work, if I can match up that white paint or not. It can be difficult sometimes to match up white paint. But I just want the shape of the pumpkin. That pumpkin shape for that Ray Dunn is very nice, and I like it. I just don't want the lettering on it. I don't know. Anywho. But yeah, that's just me. I'm done blabbing on now. I will see you guys in just a little bit to talk about books for autumn. Bye. All right, I don't know if this battery's gonna last, but we'll try and make it through this one. So autumn books, books that are autumn feeling in essence, in vibes and all of that sort of thing. That's what I'm after right now, because this is kind of the season I'm thinking about a lot right now. I want to be in autumn. I don't want this crazy heat anymore. I'm done with it. So these are the books I plan on reading in the months of September, October. We're going to call that the autumnal months. It will probably go even past October into November too, because fall doesn't really stop until, I want to say mid-November? I don't know. I'm not going to look it up right now. So anyway, this is quite the list, by the way, and excuse me. This is quite the list, and I don't have all of these books in physical format right now, so I'm going to have to buy a few. But I do plan on getting the majority of these in physical. If I don't, I'll end up probably listening to either on YouTube or I will get them through Audible. So that's kind of what I do. I typically listen to the more contemporary books through Audible or through YouTube, where I like to really read my classics. Or if there's a particular piece of literary fiction, I will read it physically, because I feel like I can absorb it better if I'm reading it physically. So, any case, here is my list. This is kind of in no particular order right now. I guess we'll start out with something kind of spooky, but I'd like to read The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. This one, I will get a hold of it in physical format. It is technically a classic. It is, let's see, when was it first published? Is it technically a classic? Yes. I guess technically, yes, it's 1959. October 16th of 1959, which is the day after my birthday. So there you go. And it's supposed to be kind of good. It's not gory, but it's definitely spooky. And the movie actually made it more of a horror, more, gruesome and that kind of thing. So I'm actually really looking forward to this, because I'd actually like to read something spooky and gothic and something like that. I'm really hoping that this will deliver. The next book, also kind of in this spooky vibe, which is, I will admit to something I did when I was younger around this book. Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. I've read Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury, but I never read Something Wicked This Way Comes. I was supposed to do a book report when I was in the 7th grade, I believe, on Something Wicked This Way Comes, and I had the book, but I never read the book. I just kind of pieced together a book report, and I don't think I got a very good grade on that book report, if I remember correctly, because I think the teacher knew I didn't actually read it. But I don't know, I just was so busy or something at that point, and I did not care. When I was in middle school, especially, I did not care. So, but anyway, I'm going to make up for it. I'm going to actually read Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. It's supposed to be really good. It's supposed to be fantasy and spooky at the same time. So I'm really intrigued by that. And I remember Ray Bradbury being a pretty good writer. So I'm looking forward to definitely reading that, and I'm going to get it in physical form and read it in physical format. The next book, The Dead Poets Society by N.H. Kleinbaum. So the only copies I seem to be able to find of this are the motion picture copy of it. So I don't know if there exists another version of this out there. Let me know if that's the case, if there's like another print copy out there. But I am trying and get it in physical format. If I can't find it in physical format, then I am going to go ahead and listen to it on Audible or through YouTube or wherever I can find it, really. But I loved this particular movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. And I just really want to read the book, because I think the book will be really good. Hopefully it's even better than the movie. The book is generally better than the movie. I've never come across a book where the book was not better than the movie. So hopefully it'll be really good. More kind of spooky stuff. Coraline by Neil Gaiman. I would really, or is it Gaiman? Is it Neil Gaiman or Gaiman? Yeah, he's Gaiman. I don't know. Coraline by Neil Gaiman. I have watched this movie with my children a lot. My oldest daughter loves this movie. I think it's a pretty good movie. It's not my favorite movie. Tim Burton, I think, didn't he do Coraline? Maybe it wasn't Tim Burton. It was definitely stop motion animation, though. It was really fun. Loves this movie. I think it's a great movie. I would really like to actually read the book because it's supposed to be pretty good, too. So really looking forward to that. I think we'll just go ahead and stick on the spooky for right now. So The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins. I would love to read this. It's really long, but it's a classic, again, spooky fiction, and I would really, really like to read it. A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. I don't really know much about this. I think it is like dark academia, actually, and I'm kind of including dark academia into this, autumnal season because I really associate education with the autumn and the fall and going to school and all of that, and it's wonderful. So this one it was printed in 2020, first published in 2020, and so I will probably end up listening to this if I can get my hands on it, but we'll see. In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. That's another one I'm really looking forward to reading. I think this one is a mystery, kind of thriller-ish. Definitely looking forward to this. It was published in 2021, so I will end up listening to it on audiobook if I can. Oh yeah, Libby was the other. I'm going to say Libby, Audible, one of those will have it. The Raven Boys, another kind of dark academia. I think it's maybe a mystery also, but it's a fantasy. Definitely a fantasy. So I'm really looking forward to this kind of darker fantasy. This is a YA. I haven't really read a lot of YA recently, but I keep hearing about this one. And so I was just like, all right, let's give The Raven Boys a shot. Maybe I'll really like it. Who knows? I've liked a few YA in my life. We may really like this one. One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. I have heard good things about this. I have heard bad things about this. I'm kind of interested in it. It is a dark fantasy. So any kind of dark fantasy sounds good to me right now. And then I am tossing in one romance just to have some more variety in here. You Again by Kate Goldbeck. I mean, look at the cover. The cover says it all. I mean, the cover just screams autumn to me. So I'm kind of looking forward to this. I think that if I just need some, I'll just say, in quotes, trash or something easy to read, I will definitely reach for this one, especially if I'm trying to go to sleep at night. And then a couple of books that I have actually on me that I am interested in reading right now. 1Q84 by Haruki Murakami. I just kind of want to read this anyway. The book club, let's see, Emmy's book club, I can't remember what it's called exactly, but they are reading 1Q84. I'll put the link to the book club in the description. So they're working on it this month and next month. I have not gotten very far at all, and I need to really buckle down and read this. But I may or may not. It just depends. I'm not like ride or die as far as these book clubs go. So I do plan, though, trying to do this. It's interesting so far. I mean, it's got me so far. I'm up to like 22 pages on it, I think, and I will read it. Maybe not right now, but I do plan on trying to get this one read in these next couple of months. Queen Margot. This is a chunker, and I wanted to read this for like one of my big books this year, the big chunky books this year. And so I will probably reach for this book here and there as I go through the next couple of months, maybe into the end of the year. So if I don't end up reading all of it this month, that's okay. I'm just giving myself a lot of choice, a lot of variety, so I've got a lot of wiggle room to read really what I feel like reading, depending on what mood I'm in. And then Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky. And I just started this yesterday, and I am liking it so far. I am like 50 pages in, I think, and oh my gosh, I like it so far. There's something about the writing in this and the message that he's sending out that I really, really love. I'm out of battery. Oh, okay, there we go again. Sorry, I ran out of battery there for a second. All right, so I closed out with this Fyodor. I want to call him Theodore. Fyodor Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment. Good so far. Liking it so far, and am excited to finish it up and get all. Excited to get all the way through this one, because this is one of the ones I would really like to read before the end of the year too. So I have a lot of large books on my to be read list this year, so hey, if I get to them, that's great. So I think that's it for the autumn reads and kind of what I plan to read in the next couple of months. Let me know what you guys are going to be reading in the next few months. I always associate this time of year with the beginning of the really cold season and the time of year that I'm going to read the most material. And I'm always super excited for it. I used to hate the winter. Like, I loved the fall. I've always loved the fall. But I hated winter. And now I don't hate winter anymore because I get to read. And it's so nice now. And I just get to curl up and cuddle up with a good book and just ignore the weather outside until I have to go in it again at some point. But also I have learned over the last few years especially that really layering up makes all the difference in the world in the wintertime. And I can't wait to wear like my sweaters and my cozy outfits and stop wearing like short sleeve shirts all the time and shorts. And, you know, just being comfortable outside and not exposing like a lot of skin and body would be really nice. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to sweatshirts and sweaters and all of that. It'd be so nice. Ugh. All right, well, I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and we'll talk to you again very, very soon. Bye.